case today. You talked about a little bit this before, but we all here has a gift, and some people already been used those gifts. It's all still waiting to use for. God doesn't gonna, whatever you believe God, Buddha, or the universe doesn't gonna punish anyone if you use or not. But it's a reason why you been received those messages, those gifts to you, been given to you. And what I love so much about this place here is because we, Suzanne, allowed us to participate, to give a message. Like Carol's been doing some things with her cards, so she's going to do some workshop right now. A beautiful Holly here for 2 weeks in a row been giving message for us. And back last year, Suzanne and Papa, Max, I call him Papa. Me personally, I believe and I try to do the best I can. This is between me and God, not between me and anybody. It's between me and God. I try to do the best that I can to work in with the message they give to me. So many things her and Papa said to me last year, this year, they always been happy with me. And I feel so blessed because I took a step of faith to believe in those, connected to God every day. I'm a human being like you guys, everybody else. I was talking to Suzanne this morning, in my meditation this morning, I was asking my gods, my angels, nothing happened, nothing. No one said anything to me. Everybody was quiet, maybe it was...
It's your day off.
Day off. Anyway, so, but it is it's a beautiful thing, like, Vivienne, she had this awakening, this shift, right, Vivienne? Now she can, some things have been happening to her, she's been going through some health issues, but it's part of life, we all going through. But she feel, how you can say, like, for a couple of minutes, how do you feel with this new shift you had in your life, since you came to this new family, you accept the call, your gift you had?
Well, I feel very grounded, and I feel in peace, and anything that comes my way, including what I just went through, I always try to look at the positive side of everything. It doesn't matter what it is. And when I went to the doctor, I told him, he decided to give me this because it's time for me to take a break and sit. And I guess that's the only way that he knows how to get me to sit. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to take care of me, because I do have a habit of trying to nurture everybody, so it's time that I have to take care of me. And all the problems that I had, I don't worry anymore about anything. He's got it. And I have met people randomly that are spiritual, and we connect, and we tell each other you're spiritual, and we just hug, and the emotion. People that I haven't seen in years have called me. They tell me, for some reason I need to call you, or they say, you changed, you just look so grounded, what are you doing? I said, I'm in peace with myself, and I'm very happy because he's got me. That's all I need. I don't need anything else. He's got me.
Thank you.
So yes, thank you, Nando, for bringing me.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
because you brought me to this group.
Let's be grateful to our divine. Because the one thing that I love so much is this, about Suzanne, just because she never taken any credit first. Oh, it's me, I did this and did that. And I'm the same way. We always be thankful, grateful for our divine. Because she came to me as a client. The day after that, we had some conversation. The day after that, I invited her to the temple. That's the way things work. I met Suzanne because someone that I dated last year, beautiful soul, and she the one that told about this place. But then after that, you had a new one here too. My friend Harley, I had the opportunity to work to her. Suzanne's been working to her too. Do you like to say anything about this new awakening? How you?
I do.
Because you accepted that too, right?
Acceptance was a big part of it for me. I'd never had that in my life, and being with my new spiritual family, I do feel very grounded as well, very at peace, looking at things through a new set of eyes, a totally different perspective on life.
I agree.
It's more of a feeling. It's very hard to put into words. And for that, I thank everybody. And it's a totally new connection between me and God as well. And I thank every day. Every day.
Thank you, my friend. But anyway, there is thank you guys, and I asked those two, I know so there's some more people here, but I don't have time for that. It is for a little bit for each one, just try to understand how beautiful it is. We all have our own time. No one's going to be pressured for taking a step. I did that. I don't regret the things. To be honest with you, Susanna knows, I went through so much back in February, March. So it was one after another problem, challenges in my life. Well, just one, 2 weeks after, no, it's one after another. One after, boom, boom, more and more. She knows all the things. But be honest with you, I was able to survive because I took a step of faith, so changed my life and accepted the call. Because if not, I have no idea I'm going to be at right now. I have no idea. But because I accepted that, I was able to, I was a little bit depressed, I was sleeping well, I would, other things, whatever, but I never stopped to pray. And I'm so grateful that I have you guys here with me every week, and I have this beautiful soul that always there. She never get tired. Oh my God, what did they do? She doesn't stop to bother me. But she never said that. And I do the same thing. I tell some people here, you can test many times, call many times. But I just finish this message. It's something beautiful when you accept your call. Like a friend Bobby over there too. She decided to accept the call. She said, I know what I have to do. She decided to do. She want to do something for a beautiful Mother Earth. That's what her call. For some, like Susanna said before, the way they're being disrespect Mother Earth, all the things, So she just said, I decided to do that. It's beautiful. But anyway, so I just thank you very much for this. And like Susanna said before, we are here to help one another. So anybody, has any question, they don't know how to do anything like that, they can talk to me. When anybody else, you just say, hey, I need some help. I've been seeing this, I've been feeling that, I don't know what to do. I do this all the time with her. Anytime. I'm so grateful. She's always there for me when I need it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to clarify real quick about your call. So everybody is called. Everybody is called. Very few people answer. That's what the scripture says. So being called just means being in line and in vibration and in action with your relationship with the divine, whatever that is. It doesn't mean that you're called to be a minister. It doesn't mean that you're called to be a healer. Yeah. It could be that you're called to write music or write poetry or those kinds of gifts that inspire you. But it's being in open acceptance of the impact of inspiration the Spirit has in your life. That's what it is. So, when we talk about your call, it's being open to that. You'll feel it. You'll know it right away. It makes you feel very passionate. And sometimes a lot of times in the world, we crunch that down. I'll get to that, when I retire, but really, what it does is it robs the joy from your life. And really, you're not living in your own skin. You're putting on this pretend person and living your life like that. And that's not full, and it's not meaningful, and it's not in line with what God has for you, the blessings that He has for you. And so, keep that in mind, that that's what your call is. I know that a lot of times you hear that, oh, I've been called. Well, yeah, you've been called, but what have you been called? You've been called a lot. Just be aware. If you're called, you'll know you're called. And you'll know what you're called to do, because it's a very clear thing. So I want to leave that with you.
And I don't know if I mentioned to too many people at the other place, I think to you, that 12-12-12 date, that little silent voice inside me said, Bob, you're a nice person, metaphysical. Why don't you become an ordained minister and start your own church? And I went, wow. It's like I had a proposal of marriage, and that's exact. I put those exact words in my book too. And one silent voice song came right out. And I'm going to put that at the end of the book as well.
That's beautiful.
And it's like, wow.
So now it's, having that epiphany, having that, then it's working in that vibration, because God's not going to say, poof, you're an ordained minister now, there you go.
Exactly.
So you've got to work with that,
and
work in the direction that Spirit is moving you. Yeah, some effort on our part to accept our calling. We got to do our fair share. God will meet us halfway, right? We got to knock on the door for him to answer.
I get all these things, all these callings.
Yeah?
I get callings that I'm supposed to make magic wands,
Okay.
and I'm supposed to draw like art,
Okay.
but I don't do any of it.
You're what?
I don't do any of it.
Well, I would consider that then. You know, there's probably this amazing creative creature inside you that you're stifling. So I would definitely let that out. I mean, certainly Vivienne can witness to that, how wonderful it feels
The artist, right?
when you feel inspired and then there's an outworking of that. In actuality, it's very satisfying.
Actually, it helps you to heal too.
Yeah.
When you're inspired to do something good, automatically that works with your own spirituality. It will heal whatever's going on in
That's
your
right.
body.
That's right.
It's self-healing.
Because you're in vibration with spirit. You're working with spirit. I mean, how cool is that? You can't ask for a better boss than that. And if your job is your calling, that's fabulous too. That doesn't mean that, you know, you have to be an artist or that you have to be a writer or that you have to be working with something that is a nonprofit kind of cause, activist cause. It can just be, you know, I'm a nurse. I've been called to be a nurse. I want to help people. That's what I want to do. It's just being true to that awareness within yourself, being in line with your divine purpose, really understanding yourself. And that's what it's about, is, you know, really come into connection with your God so that you know who you are and what you've been made for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's your calling. So,
Not difficult, very simple.
yeah, it's very simple.
Very basic.
We love to make things as complicated as possible, but they're not. They're really not.
Very basic.
Maybe it comes here. Are you going on a trip? When are you leaving? Okay. Spirit is just saying, be aware that you'll be out of your normal routine. So, make time to follow those guidelines that you need to follow to take care of yourself. Because, you know, it's really hard when you break from your routine to do the things that you know that you need to do. The Spirit is just saying, you know, make sure that you're making time for that. And if it means, you know, pulling away from some things and going, just give me a couple minutes, I'll be right there. You know, make some time for yourself. And that would be a good blessing. Are you doing angel work, Bobby? I know that you get a lot of messages about this big, beautiful white angel that is attached to you. And Spirit is saying that the angel work in general is an area that is really pronounced in your spiritual development. Something that are you learning about all of the angels? And yeah, this is a blessing for you. So, you know, use that in your understanding. And Spirit is going to start giving you some messages and some stuff to share. So, you know, be aware of that. Use discretion. You know, we've kind of had that talk before here at the temple. And, you know, just be aware of what's coming from you, what's coming from Spirit. Pick through the weeds. It's a blessing. Carly, make them too. Tough day for you?
What?
Is today a tough day for you? Are you feeling some anxiety or
I just
something?
haven't been sleeping very
Okay,
well.
yeah, because when you were in the healing chair right away, I felt, you know, not so good. You know, not feeling so good. Something's going on with you, and Spirit is saying, you know, be aware that if I'm feeling it, then you know it's pronounced. So take care of yourself. Give yourself some time to rest. You know, if you can't sleep at night, try and take a nap during the day a little bit. I know that's really
But then I'm
hard.
afraid that I won't
You
sleep
feel
at
guilty, yeah.
So this
Yeah,
morning.
but you know what? It really doesn't. It really, you know, because you're not working at a job right now, a secular job. Who cares? As long as you're getting the hours, whether it's day or night, as long as you're getting the hours in. So don't fool yourself into believing you have to sleep when it's dark outside. May I come to you? Sure. So today's a happy day for you. I'm feeling a lot of, and so everybody's called you. Everybody talked to you. And you're missing your mom. So Spirit is saying, you know, your mom is you. You know, your mom lives in you. So just, you know, some expressions from her today will make you feel like you don't miss her so much. And then you. Bob, what you been doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I went back to that place I told you about with the performance setting.
Uh-huh.
They put me out, but next day I wrote a song called Soft Hammer about it.
Okay.
So if
Right.
you're gonna make me money.
So you're right.
And I went back to the job that I worked at 7 years. I was
Yeah.
talking about, this time in the sales, not in the quality department.
Okay.
So I'm having a lot of fun there. I'm not getting the production they want yet, but I'm working on it. But I'm an energy person. I go
Yeah.
in there. You know,
You're
one of
there.
the telemarketing rooms where they have music playing. I go in there. I get them going, and
That's
and
great.
that's part of it. And the book is coming very well. Mike's helping me out with the graphical part,
Great.
getting it ready for publication,
Excellent.
and everything's going good.
Yeah, and I can tell the job shift. I got that
Yeah,
right
you
away.
got that right away?
Yeah. And Spirit is saying this is going to work out much better for you.
Oh, yeah.
And and you're going to be
Definitely.
much more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Apparently there was some kind of discomfort going on with the old job, something not lining up, or I'm not sure what it is, but
What it
some kind of
I was
static.
doing everything in my power to do my job, and
Yeah.
it's the people just weren't
Just not
saying yes
able.
enough, and they
Yeah.
had to make a business decision.
Yeah, sure.
He hated to put me out, but he did. And then I said, man, why don't you go back to this old place? Just don't go to that old QC that don't pay anything hard.
Right.
Just go to the place that I want to do anyway.
Right.
So yeah, this
Yeah, this is going to work out better for you,
out.
and it's going to be much more long term.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's
definitely.
a blessing. I'm going to leave that with you.
Exactly.
Catherine, may I come to you? Lots of stuff with Mother's Day in you. So for those that don't know Calvin's mom has passed on, and so there's a lot of emotional stuff both ways for your children and from your mom and you. And Spirit is saying that your attitude is right in line with metaphysical thinking. You just love it and let it go. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta love it and let it go. There's nothing you can do about the past. It's part of who you are. And the future is open to whatever you decide to do. And just, enjoy the moment that you're in and the relationships that you have. And it's a blessing. May I come tonight? Relationship with your mom in spirit. Is your mom passed over? No? Just, she's not in your life?
Well, sort of.
She
She
is
lives
kind
over
of-
on the east coast of Florida.
Okay. I'm just sensing a distance. I didn't think that she was passed over, but I was going to ask anyway because she's distant from you.
Yeah,
Um,
that way.
Spirit's saying it's a very important relationship to build on, and so getting to know yourself sometimes is getting to know your mother well. How long has it been that you've spent some time with mom? A while.
You mean, in other words, in other words, more than a phone call.
Yeah, more than a phone call. Yes.
It's been a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spirit is saying make that effort. It's going to be worth it. You're really going to benefit from that personally, knowledge-wise, and I leave that with you.
It's probably going to happen next weekend. Anyway.
Excellent. Hey,
That's probably
perfect
what
timing.
you're
There you
picking
go.
up on. Yeah.
Nando.
Please, thank you.
So many people look for quiet. So if they took the day off, enjoy the quiet. I know that this is one of those things that got stuck in your head a little bit. It's like, how come nobody's answering me? How come I'm not getting the answers that I want? And sometimes quiet is a really good thing. Quiet is a really good thing. And so Spirit is just saying, enjoy this time of quiet. Yeah? Because sometimes the answers that we get are not always the answers that we want. Yeah. And I leave that with you. It's a blessing. May I come to you? Yes, you may. So are you, like your friends at work and stuff, are you giving them messages? Yeah, a little
No.
bit. But getting
Well,
stuff.
Getting stuff, yes,
okay.
not necessarily
Same
sharing
thing.
with them. Because
Same thing.
they're not
So-
receptive to
Yeah. But you're getting stuff and you're kind of,
feeling,
yeah.
feeling
So you're like, hey, let me tell you something.
The
I
energy
was
more than
thinking maybe,
anything.
sometimes it's your delivery. You don't have to
Yeah.
say, the spirit from the universe.
No.
Holy Spirit, come to me, take over my body.
Eloquent in my delivery.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
But you know what? It freaks people out. So yeah.
That's always been my thing, timing, trying
Yeah.
to take a moment and.
But that's what's happening. So
Yeah.
be aware. Spirit is working with you in a really powerful way, and I know it can be overwhelming. Just
Very.
be aware that that you can share that information in a way that's going to be received well. It's going to be
Exactly.
received well. It just takes a little bit of practice, and I believe that with you.
Thank
It's a
you.
blessing. May I come to you, Vivian?
Yes.
There's a situation with you that you would like to change. That you would like to not change the situation, change the dynamics of the situation. Does that make sense to you? And Spirit is saying that that's going to happen for you. You can make that happen for you if that's what you really want, but you have to decide if that's what you really want. You have to be very clear that that's what you really want. And I leave that with you with its blessing. She's looking at me going, oh no.
She's like, yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Let me come to you. So much better your energy than the last time I gave you a message. Much more in line, much more focused, and it looks like to me that Spirit is saying, I have a plan. So you have a plan now. And I think that's what that was. It's like this head and heart thing. It's like, this is what I want to do, but I don't know how to do it. And Spirit is saying, make a plan. So you made your plan. Now Spirit is saying, make a B plan. Just in case you never know what kind of dynamics occur that are outside of your control that may affect your plan. So always good, according to Calvin George, to have a B plan. Spirit saying, yeah, use Calvin's words, make a B plan. So just be aware that yes, that is wonderful and definitely good for your vibration and your peace of mind. You feel so much better, I can tell, and we leave that with you.
Thank you very much.
Oh yes, please. Carly is going to give us some angel cards. How's that?
Yay.
Wonderful. Thanks.
No, I have a message for you, Suzanne.
Sure.
Is that
Who has a message
I
for
gotta
me?
say something.
Anybody?
You go.
Carly's going to give me a message. She's
There
going
you
to do some angel
Oh,
cards.
of course.
So it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Suzanne,
I
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
one
Can I say
Thursday.
something
Oh,
before?
Sure.
Yes, I did.
This is